God is in everything. You can worship the tree, you can worship the God. That way, Satan is laughing. He knows the day they drop the worship. Because they are worshiping God's creation instead of the creation. They're breaking the first.
So can we come back to the question that he asked?
Now, my question, which I asked you. I said, if God is divine, okay, and He created everybody, all right. Now the question rises is that why He has to kill Himself to prove a point.
Long time ago in heaven, when God was contemplating about making man, there was a discussion there. There was a father and son.
So father and son existed since long before.
Oh yeah. There's a scripture to support that.
Yeah, no. We know about it, you know, anyway, because it's in the Bible. Yeah, go on.
So there's a scripture that says He was slain. The lamb for sacrifice. He was slain before the foundation of the world. So before the foundation of this world, God knew that man would sin, and Christ would come as a lamb, and he will be slain for the sins of mankind. So the plan was enacted right before He even created man. And when Adam and Eve sinned in the garden, God told Adam and Eve about the plan of salvation. It's in Genesis. So Christianity didn't start with Jesus coming on the scene. Christianity started with the garden. It didn't started long before the heaven was formed.
Okay, that's fine. We're getting your point.
So right from the Adam and Eve, God told Adam and Eve that Jesus will come in, and this is the way He described Him in the Genesis. Very interesting description. Please listen. No. This is very important.
We know about it.
But this is very important to know. Yeah, believe me, it's very important to know.
Okay. Is it relevant to the answer?
Oh yeah. This is how.
Why does God bring Himself in order to sacrifice Himself?
Look, this is how He described Jesus. He described Jesus as a seed. A seed.
Her seed, yeah?
Yeah, no man involved.
So her seed means like it's Mary's seed, yeah?
Yeah, no, you are not her seed because you have a father and mother. I am not her seed.
No, this is my question.
Yeah. I'm explaining your question.
Okay.
I'm not her seed because I have father and mother. Okay. He is not her seed because he has father and mother. He is not her seed because father and mother. Yeah. Her seed is a virgin birth.
Yeah, that's it. We believe that, you know. We got no problem with it.
Yeah. So right in the garden, God said, listen carefully to this. God said He will create war in this world. Okay. The war will be between the seed of the serpent and her seed. Okay. Anybody that loves Satan will oppose her seed, the virgin birth. And that war will be continuous forever. Now I see that war in this corner here. When I come every Sunday, I read this and I say, oh, this Bible is true. Because there's only one war here. Let's go to the answer though.
You stated it correctly for me. You stated that Satan, maybe you made an example of the Hindus. That Satan said to God, I am going to block you away from them. Instead, the Hindus, they make the cow, for example, is your God. And they were taken away from God. And I ask you, do you think it is the power of Satan to be able to tell human beings that man is your God to take them away from God? Can Satan do it?
Man is your God to take them away.
So, if I was coming from an independent angle, I would say that the Hindus have been taken away by Satan and said the cow is your God, and they believed it. And I can certainly say that those people who claim that God is a man have been taken away from the real Almighty, because according to your understanding, the process is exactly the same. You've got Satan and you've got human beings. You call them humans because they worship the cow. But and in that same shell, you have got Satan saying to God, that I will take the people away from you by saying to them that man is your God.
Can I ask you a question? All right. Now, and one more thing I said to me, and he said to me, he said, oh, all of you are bogus. The Hindus say that human beings, the gurus are gods, okay? And you Christians also believe Jesus is also God. So to us, they are God. But what the Muslim man recognize for every cause and for every now, you see, the claims of Jesus are very bold. Either he knew what he was talking about. Bold. Serious.
There should be one bold claim with the words of Jesus Christ.
No. What? And you want to show me?
Yeah, please. That Jesus Christ with his words said.
Well, the bold is a word, but I can explain the word to you.
Whatever is in the red, you know, is the saying of the Jesus. Yes, so it's good. We know, what he's also the world. That he gave his only begotten Son. Now, whosoever believes in him will not perish, but have everlasting life. Now, that word perish means, obviously, you don't believe in it. Finish. Because obviously, finish. Now, the bold claim. I cannot claim that. Yes, you cannot claim that. But Jesus did. So, the question is,
just like all prophets.
No prophet in the Bible said that. No prophet said that.
Other people who you probably don't trust as prophets have made bold claims. So this does not distinguish Jesus Christ as a completely separate but bold claim.
Ask me the white my leg is white. But you see, obviously there are many claims. There's a Nigerian man who
I've seen it.
Yeah, he claims Olukola is God. Yeah, all right. Now, that's a bold claim because one day I went to I think you need to put it in there.
There you go. That's fine. Yeah, it's inside. That side is yes.
I think it's that clip.
There you go. And my hands, you know. There you go. You can rest your leg on this. There you go. Thank you very much.
Now, yeah, that's a bold claim. Yeah,
They believe the man was
because I went to one of his followers' house some time ago, and he got a big poster in the house, and he said, "I am God. If you don't believe me, shut up." That's a bold claim. You understand? So now, my question is now, I now look at all those who are making claims in the human race. One day I asked him, that guy, I met him in the past and I asked him, I said, why do you believe in Olumba? He said to me, if he's not God, how can when they worship him as God, he appears in their midst. He appears. So, yeah. But in the Bible, listen, the Bible tells you which and also all the meditation, religion, the yoga, the meditation, every time you see the process of God, let your spirit be free. Make your spirit be God. Life.
getting killed or killing himself. What was the purpose of God coming down, killing himself? Because the creationists, and you can remember him said that, again if we backtrack, that Satan made the human believe in a creation to take them away from the Creator. And that's why I asked again, that the same Satan, he take humanity away from the Creator by getting them to believe that a creation is God.
Now, that's a good question. You see, every time Jesus made his claims in the Bible, people challenged him. And in after that, they stole him to death, they put on the cross because of his claims.
Sorry, that was one bold statement you showed us. That it wasn't something totally different. It wasn't extremely different.
But what is exclusive with this here? What is exclusive to Jesus? He said, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. The half is a present tense. Continuous present tense.
Always living it.
From the moment you believe. Okay? So our eternal life don't only start when we die. So when I saw this statement in the Bible and other statements, I thought to myself, and there's another statement that says, anybody without Jesus don't know where they are going to die. Anyone. Doesn't matter which country you go to, which village you go to, which city you go to. Finally, the person without Jesus, if you ask him where he's going to go when he dies, he doesn't know.
But that's not an exclusive bold statement. That's not an exclusive bold statement. That look, if you don't believe in me, you don't know where you're going. That is not an exclusive.
But no, that's exclusive.
I'm looking for an absolute exclusive.
I'll tell you why it's exclusive, that one. I'll tell you why. When you check that statement, that any man without Jesus don't know where he's going, he's lost. What I did was, I went around asking people. When I see people, I stopped them and I said to them, please, when you die, where are you going? I don't ask them they are ridiculous. I ask them that without Jesus, they're lost. A man who don't know where he's going when he dies, he's lost.
But yes, if somebody can turn around and say, well, actually, I know, my understanding, my belief, I know where I'm going. But why would you have a problem with that? And
Forget about we are Muslim, Hindus, whatever. Just answer the as a normal standard answer.
When I saw those statements in the Bible, so I took the statements in the Bible and I checked it among human beings. I spoke to people I've never seen before. And I asked them, I used to go and that. And I found out that when they don't have Jesus, they can never tell you to go to heaven. They never show. The best will tell you that they are God to decide, but they cannot say it. And that's exactly what is written by in the word of God. And you can take it out of the Bible and tell it to yourself. Because I had a Muslim neighbor, that statement is going to what changed them. Because I said to them, go among the Muslim community and ask them where they die, where they are going to go when they die. Okay? And not only the Muslims, anyone who asks.
During court, there's a judge. Do you think it's actually in your place to decide where you go to? Or is it the judge that will tell you if the verdict is guilty or innocent?
You see, the problem is that God has already judged.
So you think you've been judged already?
The problem is, you are sure you're going to have the right judge. The problem is, you are sure. Do you have any, when you say I am sure, I assume you have evidence. I mean, strong evidence.
That's not what happens.
Absolutely. Do you have any?
That money.
It's merciful. You see, Christ backed his claims by demonstration of his power. It is very important. Okay? So anybody can make any claim, you understand?
Well, you see, bold statements, even the bold statements, I'll give you one bold statement at a time.
Yeah.
And this is the bold statement of Jesus Christ. I'm sure you can see it. Matthew chapter 12, verse 38. That is an absolute bold statement of Jesus Christ. Yes, what is it?
What's come over here now? Again, it was a new
We will see a sign from thee.
You will see a sign from me. But Jesus Christ answered and said unto them, this is Jesus Christ making a statement.
And even when the prophet
The sign.
there shall be no sign of the sign of the prophet.
Yeah.
For us, so shall the Son of Man be.
Then, is that a bold statement or not? That is a bold statement. Okay. It is a strong statement. Now, according to this statement that Jesus Christ made, this statement, a bold statement that Jesus Christ made, he is clearly stating to you what is going to be the process or how he will actually be after those 3 days and 3 nights. He is telling you how he is actually going to be after the 3 days and 3 nights. He is boldly telling you.
He's an old man. You know, when he's got too much knowledge, and he gets too heavy on the head, and he pushes on the knees. Yeah, that's what it is.
So
you got tired.
No, go on.
Sure. You okay? Yeah.
So he is boldly telling you what the result is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He is telling you what the result will be.
Something new, I've never seen that before. Yeah, very nice. I like that. Chilling sitting down, relaxing, very nice. That's good, I like that. That's a new tactic you guys use.
So, according to the bold statement of Jesus Christ, he says,
The Muslims are around, mixing back.
from the dead, then according to Jesus Christ's bold statement, Jonah also died in the bed. Please tell me I'm wrong if I am. And I will misunderstood. It's a bold statement, absolutely bold statement.
When they asked Jesus, why you not talking about that? The question, why you never try to listen to me? I don't know your name. Don't listen to me as a religious man. No. Listen to me as a when Jesus, number one, I am myself. But not all questions are questions.
I can tell you the motive.
I can say not all questions are most questions. Many questions are related. And sometimes really answer. When they go to set before Sunday and have the camera, he's speaking to a guy so many questions, he never answers them. A long time.
Is he guilty of the charges?
I'm trying to
It is very popular, by the way.
Yeah.
It is very connected to what he said after the beginning. That's why I'm staying with it.
Before you ask the question, I'm trying to put myself in. Before you ask the question, you already have a idea of what you
See, we ask, no,
but my job as a Christian preacher is to write my Now, when they came to ask him for a sign, nobody is saying he has put his best faith. So, according to this verse, all the miracles Jesus did and the disciples did, they all finished. And anybody can say, he will perform miracles in any place as he speaks. So, the same verse, but he has put total meaning to it. And he has blocked any miracle in the church. So you may have somebody in the church who died of cancer. And because he has blocked it, that any Christian who is praying for Jesus to heal anybody is fake. All right. Now, when they asked Jesus, show us a sign, the same Pharisees, they saw they saw a man possessed by the devil, blind and dumb. Now, if you don't bother to read the whole chapter and you come to me with 38, 39, then I say, I don't know, wait. Then to me, I don't know how to describe you, man. You don't desire truth. Or I can say you just win. Because there's Matthew chapter 1, there's Matthew chapter 2, there's Matthew chapter 3, there's Matthew chapter 4, there's Matthew chapter 5, there's Matthew chapter 12, verse 1, verse 2, verse 3. So if you jump all of them and you only come to me, the motive of your question is already evil. I don't even have to answer you. Because you don't want the full story. You want bits and pieces to fit your preconceived mindset.
So you think he's taking out of context?
I can assure you. Please tell us
Did he take it out of context?
You see,
Did he take it?
you never mentioned in Matthew chapter 12.
Because taking back to that question,
You never
because he's
mentioned
running away from
Jesus
it.
Christ as the devil.
That's why he's taking us all the way around, showing us one thing and another thing and another thing.
Okay, he's not the devil.
Yes.
That's a miracle.
Look.
That's a sign.
Look. Since the world was created,
He removed the devil.
nobody has come to this earth and make people born dumb speak or totally blind see. Nobody's done it. So when you read those things in the Bible and you see them and you overlook them and then you come to me with it. No, you are. No. It's playing games. I'm sorry.
I will tell you why.
I'm sorry. You are playing games with your own self.
I'm sorry. Certainly I'm not playing it.
I don't believe the Quran, okay? I will not go and quote part of the Quran. I cannot preach here for 35 years. I cannot go to the Quran and pretend as if I believe part of the Quran and try to support my story
With the parts you don't believe.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
No,
You can't do
I
that with the
reject the book. I reject it. I don't need a book to support my belief.
Of course.
You understand me? So when people come to me, in fact, I have a right. If you have never bothered to examine Matthew 1, you have never bothered to examine Matthew 2, you have never bothered to examine Matthew chapter 3 to 12. I have a right not to answer you.
If I tell you
I have a right.
If I tell you I have.
What is in Matthew chapter 1?
If I tell you I have.
Tell me what is in Matthew 1. Tell me what is in
Matthew 1.
What is in Matthew 3? What is in Matthew 3?
The point is quite simple. That you have made assumptions on my part which are untrue. Why I say that? Because I know that I haven't got any other angle that, using I'm talking about the frequent thing. I'm not. I'm merely that Jesus Christ made a bold statement. Now, from my angle, I'm telling you, Jesus Christ is saying, I did not die. Why? Because he says, for as Jonah was, so shall I be. Now, if you are to tell me that Jonah died in the belly of the whale, then he was resurrected. Then he was resurrected. Absolutely. So Jesus Christ, it's not spectacular that he was resurrected.
Do you think the same Jesus, if what he's saying is true?
Not what I'm saying is true.
He's saying.
No. If what he's saying is true, do you think the same Jesus will be telling us in look, the same Matthew, book of Matthew, okay, chapter 16, okay. You see Jesus will tell them that he's going to go to Jerusalem, he's going to be arrested by the priests and the scribes, and they are going to kill him. And then the same Jesus will telling them that in Matthew 12 that he didn't die. The man don't understand the Bible.
That is why Jesus Christ contradicted himself.
No, he didn't contradict. It's you who don't understand what he said.
Exactly. That's why he asked the question.
No.
That's why he asked the question.
It's not even why. It's a rejection of the way.
Okay, so can we then dissect the statement into smaller bits? So let's look at it one by one. So 3 days and 3 nights. Do we agree that both of them were in, one was in the soil for 3 days and 3 nights and one was in the belly of the whale for 3 days and 3 nights?
He's not ready to go with you.
Number one, the phrase 3 days and 3 nights.
No, I'm fine with that, yeah? That's fine.
The Muslims make a whole making a whole lot of nonsense about the Bible because of that phrase.
We are not saying you are here to make
I'm not about it.
I'm not saying you are about it, but I'm just saying it. Okay. But you see, Jesus said, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words will never pass away. That is a serious matter.
And this is what, 2014 years later, and his words are still here. So
Yeah. And every word here is about his words. It's not about Muhammad's words. All the arguments are about Jesus' words. No, he has. He has. You see, many times when they come, I tell you how I became a Christian. It's relevant to this topic. Well, it's your choice, man. No, it's your choice. If I free speech, it's your choice. I know you need now. How I became a Christian, I heard one statement from a Christian pastor. He said, don't read the Qur'an, it's forgery. I said, 1 billion Muslims. They all believe in God. The Christians also believe in God. So how can you say that I shouldn't read the Quran, it's forgery? It didn't make sense to me. He didn't tell us why it's forgery, but he just said, don't read it. You know what I did? I dropped the physical books upon the bridge, and I went for the life history of Muhammad in the Quran. I went for 2 books. And I really wanted to know why he said it's forgery, don't read it. Because before then, I used to believe whether you're a Jew, a Muslim, a Christian, a Sikh. Once you believe somebody's up there, that's all matters. Nothing else matters. I didn't know this about religion. But I used to believe God exists. And I used to believe anybody that believes that God exists is fine. But when I heard that shit, don't read the Quran, it's forgery of the Bible, I said, what is this man talking about? So I went for the Quran, and I went for the life history of Muhammad. I went to the Stocknewton bookshop, the Jewish rabbis. I asked them for the Old Testament translated by Jewish rabbis who are not Christians. I took it off. Then my friend at that I was a Muslim. So I told my friend what the pastor said in church. The moment I said that to him, the war started. He started attacking the Bible and the Christians non-stop. But because I had the Qur'an, I had the life of Muhammad, I even had some books on Christians. Okay, I had a Jewish translation of the Old Testament. I began to research things myself. I was so diligent to research while I'm reading the Bible and the Quran. I went back to the church to listen to what the pastor said. You repeated the same thing the following Sunday, and he kept repeating every Sunday. So, and my friend was also a Muslim. So I started listening to my friend. He also started attacking the Christians and the Bible. So what I did next was I went to the Muslim bookshops. You know their pamphlets, their literature. I got a lot of their literature about the Bible. And I started comparing. And I went to the Christian bookshops. Their comments about the Quran and Islam. And also man, I started searching. Because I said to myself, I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to think I'm right. Any other day I find myself taking the Bible. So,
I don't know your religion. I don't know why. I don't know really. Completely unsafe based on your religious point of view rather than trying to do it by another religious point of view. So rather than connect from Muslim or from a Hindu and one point of view, let's go from a purely Christian.
And there are many, it's a cemetery. Look at the tree. There are many branches. Some go straight, some go down. Yeah. I'll answer your question. Every Christian pastor, minister, has a focus. One day I brought a Christian pastor here. He stood up for about 2 hours. He said, no, William, this is not for me. I'm not going back yet. I'll never see him again. That's not his focus. There are some Christians, their job is to do about this after the old people. They always, go to cleaning them, shopping for them. That's not my job. My job as a Christian minister, as an evangelist, is to enlighten the world about the fact that Islam, all the religions of the world are all the Bible message, same Bible message that are written after it.
So it means if somebody asks you a question about the Bible, you will be able to explain it and enlighten them. Is that correct?
Yes, and I always deliberate it with other religions because majority of the world's population do not believe the gospel. The reason why they don't believe the gospel is because they have another religion.
It's quite confusing though. What if someone is an atheist and they don't have any view on any other religion?
There are many ways God likes to explain it. I put to myself I can only tell people. I remember 20 years ago there was a man. He always said to stand beside me. Then one day he said to me, I like listening to you preaching, but I wish I was there with Jesus himself when he was on earth. So I said to him, you liar. I said to him, Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. And that's the same thing I'm preaching. If Jesus is standing here telling the same thing, you still argue with him.
The Bible says, all things and hold fast to that which is good. And that is the you can have the global Buddhism, you can have all the different branches of Christianity. All of them come to one point. And that point is the redemption through the blood of Jesus Christ. The death and the alleged resurrection of Jesus Christ. And that is why I'm saying to you that the most bold statement that Jesus Christ made was the one I just told you on Matthew chapter 12, verse 38. Because it points, if you put that forward, it means you obviously believe that Jesus Christ died for your sins. But if, according to Jesus Christ, it is proven that he did not die for your sins, would you have a problem?
I've just read to you. I can show you many passages, both in the Old Testament and the New, where it tells that Jesus died for our sins.
That is right. But you can show everything else. But I will say to you, your Lord and Master's words.
But there are many Christian scholars about 3 days and 3 nights in the middle of the way. There are many Christian scholars who actually believe that Jesus actually died in the middle of the way. Because when you die, when you die,
You want to die?
When you die, what the Muslims always fail, not only Muslims, more people always fail to recognize that when you die, it's not the end of you. Your soul and your spirit is still alive. When you die, all that happens is that your body, your physical body, gets separated from the soul and spirit. When God created man, God breathed into him, and God, the Bible said, he became a living soul. Living soul, which will never die. So when we die, it's not the end of us. Our body is in the grave, but our soul and spirit is somewhere.
So when Jonah died in the whale, what happened to his body?
Well, it was inside the body of the whale. But
do you believe that Jonah died because you said other people?
Yeah. There's a Christian. That's a
Do you believe he died or not?
Yeah, but what is your view first?
No. I believe he did.
He died in the
So you believe that Jonah died?
Because in the Bible also, Jesus talked about Abraham and the rich man and Lazarus, and both Lazarus and the rich man died. And Lazarus went to Abraham's bosom, and the rich man went to hell, Hades. And they could see each other, but they couldn't cross over, and they could communicate with each other. So when you die, it's not the end of you. The body is in the cemetery.
You said Jonah died in the belly of the fish. If you are a dead person, will you face God?
Because you see, he was in a mission that he didn't want to go. So he cried from hell.
No, he didn't want to die. But he died.
So he saw him cry.
When he came out from the belly of the fish, was he physically alive?
Yes.
So he was like, so Jesus was saying that Jonah was resurrected, but there's nothing spectacular.
One day I took the Bible and I watched how the questions were in the Bible. The Bible covers a long.
What happened to you? What happened to you? I will sit down. You might be going to old man, you come and fire. You will die. When you say good die, you say good die when you die. Because something got wrong with it. He's about to tell us a very, very good point.
He will. The gentleman has been really, really good to us.
So that's what it is. You see, if Jonah, I will give you my perspective. When the Pharisees and the scribes came to Jesus Christ, they said, can we see a miracle? Something spectacular. Now to me, and my understanding, and I don't know if everybody else here have the same understanding, but if somebody was to take me today into the ocean and put me inside, and a shark, red white came and swallowed me, and for 3 days and 3 nights they tracker device, and they tracked me down for 3 days and 3 nights, and then 3 days and 3 nights later I came out, alive, they will not be able to explain it to me. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? And today, purely scientific and the medical side of it, would they be able to explain it or not? Please tell me what your thoughts are.
Always when you read it in the context of an open mind. Not only open mind, but read it in the context of the grand picture.
In the context of Jonah, tell me please. Of the grand picture. The context of Jonah's story, please tell me. The context.
The scriptures do not contradict itself. So when you see two human beings, or sometimes Christians or pastors, sometimes they get argument about one particular scripture. Every time you see something like that, there's always somebody is wrong. Of course. Okay. Now, there's a central message of Jesus in the Bible, from the Old Testament to the New. The death of Jesus is mentioned in Genesis chapter 3. So, and I can show you the Old Testament Testament prophecies about the death of Jesus. In fact,
In Genesis, are not the words of Jesus.
Wait. When I became a Christian, one of the things that my friend who is a Muslim baffled me, and he always used to quote that there's no way in the Old Testament that said Jesus would die. And that I was young Christian, I didn't know much. And he used to hammer me for that.
Genesis? Who was the author of Genesis? Moses. So they are not the words of Jesus.
But Jesus said to the Jews who didn't believe him, Jesus said Moses wrote of him. Jesus said to the Jews who didn't believe on him, Jesus said to them, the reason why you don't believe on me because you don't believe Moses also, because he wrote of me. So if you believe Moses, you believe me. So,
but those are not the words of Jesus. That wasn't Jesus.
No, but Jesus said Moses wrote about him.
I am giving you the words of, I quoted what you class as literal words of Jesus Christ. Those bear more importance than anybody else's, yes?
Than third party, it's true.
Than anybody else's.
But you see,
Because those are allegedly the words, the words of God in
the point I'm making is this. The scriptures, Jesus said the scriptures cannot be broken.
Yeah.
You know, this is not a foolish book. This is wait.
We surely believe in that, you know, because obviously it's one of the part of our faith. You know, if we don't believe in the book, then we're not Muslim anyway. But the question which he raised is still standing there, and then we haven't had the answer. You know,
your statement that you have just said is what will find you guilty at the day of judgment.
But I didn't.
What you have just said. Anytime you open your mouth and say we believe in the Bible or we believe in the book, that statement will find you guilty at the day of judgment. I'll tell you why. Because you keep saying that. If I read Psalm 2, Psalm 2 was not written by Christians, okay? Psalm 2 was written by the Jewish prophets long before Jesus. He says, he's the Son. So God has a Son. So you, by saying you believe this book, straight away, God will judge you on Psalm 2.
There is a difference.
Yeah, because you are lying. Because you are lying to God. Because you don't believe the book. Look, if I don't believe the Quran, I'll just tell you I don't believe it.
Someone is interested in
But don't pretend you believe the Bible. Anything I read in the Bible, you dodge it. Then you don't believe it.
My brother, what he meant was our religion. He didn't mean the one that you're holding in your hands.
Can I say something? No. I want to answer that point. Okay. For you to say something has been changed from A to Z, you got to produce the A. If you don't produce the A and you just say it's been changed, then to me I just talking out there.
So that is the one I didn't finish my point of the miracle. The point was that I think you can surely know that from 10 people I am certain that 9 people would say that is a miracle that you came out alive from the great whale's belly out of today. Not in the time of Jesus, right? Today. And what happens is that is a miracle now. Did the scribes and the Pharisees, did they accept Jonah's coming out alive from the fish as a miracle or not? Did they? Because if they didn't,
they knew the story, or
they knew the story.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The writings of Jonah was there. Yeah. They had it.
Because if they didn't, Jesus Christ wouldn't have connected to that story. So he says to them, from your book, from those stories, the miracle of Jonah will be the miracle of the Son of Man. Because as Jonah went in the ship, I went into the Sanhedrin. As Jonah went into the water, I went onto the cross. As Jonah went into the belly of the fish, I went into the tomb. As Jonah came out alive from the belly of the fish, I came out alive from the tomb. Jonah did not die, because if he did, it's not a miracle. The miracle is that he comes out alive. And that miracle, he says, the Son of Man will also perform. So he went through all that and literally came out alive. And that is why the Muslims, that is why it says the book that came 600 years later, it came to testify against the whole city that Jesus Christ was, you know.
But Muhammad was not there. I mean, Muhammad was not there. He never heard one word of Jesus. I mean, honestly, the Muslims now put his balloon in. It's not there. Listen, the man was not there. Muhammad was never there.
No,
he came nearly 600 years. Why should I believe him instead of believing Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, who were with Jesus? Yeah. Why should I? You know, this is a spiritual topic. This is a spiritual issue. Okay, our soul is at stake. If this is not a spiritual issue, Muslims will never believe Muhammad. Because the man never heard one word from Jesus. He wasn't there. He didn't see no miracle. Matthew saw Jesus. Matthew saw the miracle. Matthew heard the words of Jesus. Matthew recorded it. All of them are wrong. Only Muhammad is right.
Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Do you believe in Jesus Christ?
You have believed a lie, sir. No. You come here. You come here. No. You come here with a pack of nonsense.
Please listen to me.
Muhammad never did no miracle. He had a sword. Jesus did not have a sword.
Well, did you know
Jesus healed the sick. Why don't you talk about that? Why don't you talk about the fact that Muhammad never did no miracle? Muhammad did nothing. Muhammad never opened the eyes of the blind. He couldn't open one single blind man's eye. He never made no people stand up. He never healed cancer. Jesus did that. You choose evil. You choose evil instead of good.
Sorry, man.
Yeah. Full of nonsense.
No, the cheer was good. The excitement.
It was the excitement.
All right, they believe nonsense. Honestly, they really believe evil. They believe evil. Jesus said, he's the light of the world. The man had an army. If you say it's a false prophet, you have to die.
Hold on again. I've got two questions.
They believe it's a sure.
I've got two questions. First question is, I'm not very familiar with
Jesus didn't save you from falling over. That's not good. Jesus didn't save you from falling over. You see what I'm saying to you?
So there's a gospel about Matthew, Luke, and so on. Is that gospel?
They wrote what Jesus said.
They wrote what he said.
And also, we have the Holy Spirit. Yeah.
Someone wants to know more about Christianity and wants to read the Bible. Which version of the Bible would they go for?
And they use King James Version, honestly.
This is revised. And not only that, all the people who reject the Bible. You see, the Bible condemns people who don't believe it, you know. It does. No. I'm answering your question. The Bible claims that you don't believe in the Son of God, you perish. That's a bold claim, okay? And that's a serious claim. And so anybody that the Bible is condemning is not going to look at the Bible like...
The starting point is...
No, wait for a minute. Have I made a point? Have I made my point?
Okay, now the question my brother asked, you know, it still remains in the exact place. It not even moved 1 inch from one side to another. So, well, you're gonna answer that question, and so we can move on.
That is?
Yeah.
Okay, this one is choice. Okay. Our decisions are choices. Every day we wake up, make choices about what we want to do. I make a choice. Okay. I see Jesus, I see Muhammad. I see Jesus did not have a sword. I saw Muhammad having a sword. I see Jesus had no army to fight. I see Muhammad had an army to fight. I see Jesus healing the sick. Muhammad didn't heal nobody. The disciples of Jesus, they healed the sick. Muhammad's disciples didn't heal anybody. They fought. Wow. Now, I have a simple choice. I don't need to read the Qur'an or the Bible. Yeah, I have a simple choice. Either I believe Jesus, what he says he is, or I believe Muhammad, who says he's a prophet. Okay? I have a choice, a simple choice. Now I choose the one who healed the sick, the one who opened the eyes of the blind, the one who said love your enemies, don't kill them, love them, love your enemies. Okay? The one who disciples went to heal the sick in the name of Jesus. The Quran is totally silent on the disciples of Jesus healing the sick in the name of Jesus. Why? Because the Quran explains the miracle of Jesus away, that Allah gave it permission to heal the sick. Let me finish. Okay? But the Quran cannot explain away why Jesus' disciples healed the sick in the name of Jesus. So the Quran totally ignores it. That to me I see it as a big lie.
That's your opinion.
Yeah. And it's a valid opinion. It's a honest and a valid opinion. It's a difficult opinion. It's a true opinion. It's a valid opinion. I see he has a soul. Your disciples in the same. His disciples fight the war. I will not follow you. I'll follow him.
You are entitled to your opinion and you are entitled to your valid opinion.
I believe my opinion. I'm not going to get anybody. No. You know the message. You don't want it. You know Jesus healed the sick. It's in your Quran. You believe? Yes. There's no statement in your Quran that Muhammad healed the sick. You know it?
But there's miracles in the Quran. Do you believe the moon was divided into two? Listen, do you believe what that was?
But now, about 5 minutes ago, you said there is no miracle in the Quran. The Bible has all
Do you know that Jesus Christ actually had 6 brothers and 5 sisters?
He had it.
Miracles. Am I right?
No, this is total rubbish. This is total rubbish.
Do you believe Jesus Christ? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Brother, do you believe in Jesus Christ?
Not your Jesus, you believe my Jesus.
Do you believe in your Jesus Christ? Brother, do you believe
I finished my discussion with you. I finished with you. Listen, I'm not going to have any more discussion with you. You choose evil. You choose evil above good. I know more discussion.
which one is evil?
No, I finished with you. I've had enough. I've had enough time. No. Muhammad had an army. Jesus did not have any army. Jesus healed the sick. Muhammad healed nobody. Jesus opened the eyes of the blind. Muhammad didn't open the eyes of any blind. Jesus made cripples stand up. Muhammad didn't do it. Jesus raised the dead. Muhammad didn't do it.
Listen to him.
The disciples of Jesus did not fight any war. They didn't have any sword. The disciples of Muhammad had sword and they fought the wars. I know whom I want to follow.
My brother, you stated. Well, can I show you? I'll show you in the Bible where Jesus Christ is a Muslim.
So far as I come here every Sunday, I will never speak to you again about spiritual things. You know the Bible, you don't want it. I will never speak to you again here.